Strange times, strange symptoms. We're evolving, and it's not easy. And this is the preparation to accept. So as the energies will continue to rise going into next year, our internal frequency must rise to match the world's frequency that we'll be living in. And that's why we're constantly raising our vibration. And in today's chat, I'm going to be discussing a lot of these very strange symptoms. Some of them could be quite annoying. Some of them are physical. Some of them are in your mind. Some of them you're experiencing glitches in reality. So it's really a great time to really focus on the future. And where we're headed. Where we headed? Destination unknown. Self-care is going to be a top priority. It's one of the things I'm going to be discussing in this lesson. It has to be put first. Cleanse your energy. That can come in many forms. It's good to see everyone getting on the live chat. Yeah, more and more people are feeling it. That's why you're here. Your frequency is shifted. You want to make your overall health and wellness a top priority. Yesterday I went to the dentist. Is it good? Got my cleaning done. Self-care the top priority. So, you know, however it looks in your everyday life. And that's really, that was like, you know, I did my my daily workout, and there was a lot of tiredness yesterday. And that was my main event, was actually going to the dentist, catching up with my dentist, and seeing Dr. Rosenthal. I appreciate you, brother. You know, really, you know, I always discuss health and wellness. Your oral health is a top priority. So these are the things, self-care, so important. Resting. You might have a tiredness right now that you feel, this is the best way I could word it, that no amount of sleep will make it go away. And this is how we know it's an energetic change that's happening at a frequency level. I always refer to know your state of homeostasis. Everyone has a different, you know, way of life and what's normal for them. So you should know what is typically normal for you. Otherwise, you know, you always have to compare and contrast. And that's how you know during these times, we're all discussing them today, you know, you're picking up on these energies that are changing us, recalibration of the nervous system. Yesterday, I put out a very powerful video with a world-famous diagram. Check that out if you missed yesterday's very powerful video. The nervous system is the focus. So that's, you know, if you think about nervous system, nerves, electricity, electromagnetic energy, it's resetting the nervous system, and it is, it's the only way. It's the only way to achieve what we want to achieve. So I appreciate everyone getting on the live stream. Very grateful if you could put a like on this video right now as we're live. It allows others to hear this message today. Jen writes, feeling exhausted. Yeah, the tired and wired, that was how yesterday played out. Tired and wired. Number one thing that is annoying that I feel right now, the spine feels compressed. So you might feel pressure in your spine. You feel like you're being squished, especially in the neck. And it's quite uncomfortable. So, when you think about the energies, when you think differently about your body, the receiver, the spine, right? Align the spine, connect to the divine. Sometimes our spine, it starts shifting. You have to realize in our body, when we have like a shift in our body, even shifting just like a centimeter, in a place, it's going to be very painful. And that's the Heinrich metamorphosis. Some people that are on this, most people, know about ascension and ascension symptoms and the Heinrich metamorphosis. So if you are, going through massive changes in your body, it's not going to be so wonderful, just like how a caterpillar, as it's becoming liquefied, becomes a beautiful butterfly. Are the beautiful butterflies in the chat today? How you doing? The ringing in the ears. The ringing in the ears. It's part of my everyday life right now, and just like me, your ears might have been ringing for quite some time. And to hear different sounds, the intensity, it's usually accompanied by pressure, especially when waking up. You weren't just in a club, you were actually just out cold sleeping. And to feel that is, it's overwhelming, it's interesting, and you're saying to yourself, you might be saying to yourself, God, why am I going through all these things? And I have to keep you motivated. A lot of people think that this ascension journey is just unicorns and rainbows. You have to be a warrior to go through so many things in your outer world. You really haven't seen, like you say to yourself, why am I going through all these changes? I'm here to tell you, we go through seasons. I've gone through this before, and then my life changed. So for the outer world to change, our inner world is being refined, it's changing, then we're holding that frequency for a sustained period of time, and then afterwards, our outer world, what we're experiencing, changes, right? And that's why the importance of the subconscious and the nervous system, old videos that I've been sharing recently with world-famous diagrams for you to break down, whether it's your existence when it comes to wealth, health, relationships, it's always going to get down to your nervous system. And each, example, that's why I broke it down with the diagrams to show you that's why the experiences that you're having, that's why you're literally experiencing it. It's that nervous system. So you have the ringing in the ears. Thoughts that don't go away is very also frustrating. It can be drive you banana sandwich. But you might have thoughts that pop up, and you actually you don't want to have these thoughts, but they persist. So the thoughts that you're having, you can look at this two ways, and these are the things you say. So how do you go about this journey, Uncle Mike? Sometimes you take the thoughts and then you say, okay, these thoughts are coming back, even though there's nothing to remind you of those thoughts. So then you could say, is this the past trying to creep back in, or is this your future calling you? This is why you must sit quietly with God. When you have the persistent thoughts of a certain topic, then you could say, is this the past trying to call to me, or is this showing me my future? This is where I'm headed. More and more people are realizing, linear time is fake. In a sense, we have to operate it while we're alive in this 3D, but from our spiritual self, our higher self. And also remember, there are the spiral. That's why these things, come back. I've been sharing. It's beautiful to reconnect with some of my lifelong friends, actually family, and I know, and they know that, and we're remembering in a certain way. Not that we know exactly past lives, but you'll know this is a feeling. Could be a friend, maybe it's it could be a special romantic love. these connections, they span lifetimes. And that's why all this energy is blasting us away. You could light up the chat with the lightning bolts if you're feeling this. You could put a like on this video. I'm grateful, and that sends a signal for other people to come on and listen to the replay. All right. So thoughts that don't go away. Seeing the peripheral movement in the air. I shared that recently when I've been giving these energy updates. You're seeing like movement, like a shadow or like a glitch in reality, and usually in your peripherals on the sides. If you understand what, it's not like straight ahead, it's a little off to the sides. And I encourage people, even for myself, I have these experiences, and it's different. You could write comments if you're experiencing it and what it means when you see these anomalies in your peripherals. And that's why we have to remember, there are different, if you want to say, dimensions, right? And it's almost like, they're overlapping. That's why maybe it's never straight ahead, but it's in your peripherals on the sides, coming from a higher dimension, right? So that was, oh, and the last thing for all day long, total nonstop peeing. The water is coming out like never before. And sometimes when we're bombarded with the solar flares, sometimes our body holds on to additional water, also for the processes to occur in our body, and then all of a sudden we release that extra water. So once again, if you are maybe peeing a little extra, it's annoying. It's like, I gotta pee again. I just keep it at 100 on this channel. The chat is blowing up with yes. So if you are if you are peeing extra, and it's actually quite annoying, the poet is peeing extra. We keep it real here. That's right, Poppy, Angel, right? We all, everyone's feeling it right now. Lion Teacher's feeling it, right? And that's why I come out and I keep things at 100. So it's I have to pee again, and it's actually aggravating and it's annoying. So these are the things that we all might be experiencing at this time. Very strange symptoms that our body is in preparation mode. It's a preparation to accept energies that are higher than ever before. I've gone through this over the past few years. We're all kind of going through this recalibration. You're getting this message, and you could say to yourself, you know what? I'm not in the same reality that I was years ago. A lot of gratitude coming to the surface. Even myself, I'm on a brand new timeline in a familiar place, but everything's different. I like to use pop culture and video games and superheroes and all these things to teach the everyday life people. Maybe years ago you played The Legend of Zelda. Oh my God, it was so great, that Legend of Zelda. And then if you beat the game, or sometimes if you knew a special code, you get the second quest, and it was the same map, but then everything was different in the map, right? So again, if you're thinking about life as a video game, right? And that's why people, like, if you are one of the complainers, I motivate people. I help them rise up on the ascension journey. If you're complaining, think about a video game. You might have played a video game. You had a lot of fun. Is it fun to just press the B button and, oh, I won the game? Is that fun? Or do you want to solve problems and figure things out? Isn't that the point of life? Of course you did, Chris. 777. Hit those 777s. So I used to love The Legend of Zelda, and then there was the second quest, and sometimes you go to a place, people, things, situations, you come back, and it's all new. It's the new. Remember I said the brand new timeline? So now we're on the brand new timeline. The 777s are flooding the chat right now. Grateful for the support of everyone coming in. It's a new vibe. It's a new frequency, It's a new reality. And people are interacting with you differently, okay? The last thing I just want to share is just that this is where it gets annoying, all right? So all day long, minus my visit to the dentist, there was a lot of laying on the couch, right? Remember self-care. I struggle with this as well. You might be a go-getter, right? I motivate men. There's a lot of divine masculine that are watching this that operate like me, right? I'm a person that is like, I start like feeling down on myself if I'm not, super productive, right? Men that want to build, you want to build kingdoms, you want to do these things. And every once in a while, you're so tired and you're just laying on the couch and you feel like you're not being productive. But I'm here to tell you, when things change in the subconscious on a frequency level, that it's part of our journey. It is actually very productive. So the self-care, the rest, it's important. And then some people are just on the couch all day. They need a kick in the backside, and that's what I do here. Paul Schmidt, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the super chat, Paul. And thank you to whoever sent the super chat before I went live. I'm so grateful. If someone could let me know if you're still here. Thank you so much for the super chats. I'm so grateful. Yes, I am Mr. Motivator. We got to stay motivated. So last night, I'm tired all day. I'm resting, and then I wake up. It must be time to get up. A burst of energy, stirring. 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. I'm up at 4 a.m. Light Warriors, blasted out of my sleep, and it's like I want to be refreshed to come on live with everyone and do this and write my notes. I say I got to get some sleep. It's 4 o'clock. It's too early to get up. And but I can't fall back asleep, and then I'm tossing and turning, trying to, I gotta go. I would like to go back to sleep. I can't. So there's like a burst of energy middle of the night, and then finally you just pass back out, and then the alarm hits. Now it's time to actually get up. You can't get up. So this is where these things get annoying. All right, so it's like I just would have wished when it was time to wake up, then I had. So when these things happen, that's why I keep talking about linear time. When you are, and this is a great everyday life example, when you are trapped from the matrix and you're on somebody else's time instead of just living your life freely, this is where it gets difficult. For me on my journey, it's important for me to be live. That's my, that's what I want to be connected to, the community, to society. 9 a.m. Eastern. Click subscribe. All right. Set an alarm on your phone. We're going to be here 9 a.m. Eastern. Right. I got to be up. That's my connection. But in life, if you have a relationship and he or she is putting all these things on you, make you feel you have to fit. Okay, maybe you have to move your car because alternate side, they'll give you a ticket or fine. You have to move your car. You have to operate. So you understand, like all these other things, it makes you feel very dense. But when ascension hits, I joked about this years ago. What are you going to go to your boss and say, excuse me, boss, I have to take a nap right now. I have ascension symptoms, right? A lot of people, they're unaware of these things. They think you're nuts. You think this guy's crazy. All right. So there are things, I'm just using that as an example. It would be great to sleep when we're supposed to sleep and then be energetic when it's time to get up. But you also might have been blasted with energy in the middle of the night, right? 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. Can't fall back asleep, and then when it's time to get up, you're exhausted. Oh God, I have to get up now. So this is the strange symptoms that we all might be experiencing. Why are we going through these strange symptoms? This is a preparation to accept. You have to prepare ahead of time, and we've been doing this for a while. All right, and the body cannot do this all at once. Dolores Cannon spoke about this years ago, right? And anyone, if you've never heard of her, I always refer to her. I'm so great. If I didn't hear what she had to share years ago, my main goal is to reach people that are, waking, because massive amounts of people that are waking up, everyday life people are waking up. And, I wouldn't have, I said, what's going on? So she left all these little golden nuggets for us, and it really plays out perfectly. And she spoke about these things, back in 2011, 12. You could check her out. And we can't handle, our physical body cannot handle it all at once. And your physical body cannot handle the truth. Just learning truth, it will fry the circuits of your nervous system. I know that sounds strange, but I've lived through this. Give me a second and I'll tell you. Sonia, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful. Sonia writes, go with the flow. Absolutely. Alma, thank you so much for the super chat. Grateful here, Uncle Mike, sending love to all. I love you, Alma. Love. That's what we need in life. We need love. Everyone's flooding the comments with the hearts today. And that's why many people are struggling right now. And that's why if you have to love yourself first, you have to practice self-love, self-care, right? The things that are important in life. That could be the food that you eat, working on your health, going to the gym, going to the dentist. Is it good? Get the cleaning. These are the things that are important in life. Holding that vibrational frequency. What do you... I know I'm a dork, right? This is how I'm wired, okay? I actually rather just be the inner child, right? But you have to be the warrior during this. It's not easy. This life, what we're going through right now, is not easy, right? Books will be written about us in the future. And we're constantly going through this shift right now. It's a window of time. It's not going to be forever. Absolutely, Paul. I love you, Paul. So we have to receive the signal. The preparation to accept. In the past, I wouldn't have made the decisions that I made, my free will decisions. Everything was a free will decision. I recently did that video. It's really so important. I encourage everyone to listen to that video very strongly. The decision. So one decision meant to another, so that I was able to go through the required changes. They're required. And that's why it's an overload of energy. For me on my journey, and I'm just real with everyone, in the past, I struggled with a lot of anxiety. Family lineage, this is how we're wired. So, we all, go through those stomach pains, and we went through different, phases of it. So if I just take solar plexus chakra, I do this live on the air, right? So if I take solar plexus, I went through very sharp pains, December 2020, during that Schumann resonance burst. Okay, this past year, in around April, I was waking up in the morning, I was sharing with the community, having the shakes in my stomach. Never experienced it. And that's the nervous system resetting, all the nerves that are in your stomach, right? So important. All right, your stomach is, I guess we'll call it the second brain. And this brain's the third brain. You got the heart, right, the stomach, and then the brain, right? So our stomach, solar plexus, might have taken a lot of damage on over the years, right? And I'm reading the chat right now. So do you see how I know my body? Do you see how I know thyself with laser pinpoint accuracy? So, a lot of people, they go through their life and, they're not having a conscious and aware experience. And that's what I'm here to do for the community and for other people, because ascension, it's a personal journey. You're responsible. I'm not, so even as I'm teaching, right, I'm not responsible for your journey. You are. Some people go on the internet. I'm gonna get this coach. I'm gonna listen to this guru. Ascension is about you, bro. Ascension is about you, girl. Please put a like on this video so the whole world hears it. I appreciate that. I can't remember for you the phases in life when you went through different chakra activations, right? What year, what did you do? As I said earlier, do you know, are you conscious and aware of the ringing in your ears and what it does? You see, throughout the day, the different changes, the ups and downs. Knowing what's what's normal for you, how many times you have to pee in a day. Oh, I'm peeing extra. I know it is certain changes. Oh, I could see my midsection, all right, is slimming down because we hold that water. That's why I'm very, very eager to share this information because, a lot of everything's not fat. Everything's not, I got to take a fat burner and all this other stuff. Sometimes it's water in the midsection. It's not fat. It's water. It's cortisol. And simply at face value, even though this is all good changes that are happening, when we're blasted with these energies, your cortisol levels might go through the roof. And the reason is a lot of these things that are hitting us in the subconscious. That's why you have to throw everything out. That's why you really want to pay attention here daily, 9 a.m. Eastern. Because, there's certain things. Okay, there's a wild grizzly bear, chasing after you. Your cortisol levels, your stress levels go through the roof. But what if there's energies that are hitting something in the subconscious that was from your family lineage that is running in the background that you have no clue that it was going on? That's why you want to stay focused on this. All right. Remember, we were in a modern world where in the past, if the grizzly bear was chasing you, and that actually taxes our immune system as well when we're in constant fight or flight. But maybe your boss is doing it. Maybe that person that you have in the relationship, maybe she or he is doing it to you, and your subconscious is picking up on it, and you're in a constant fight or flight, and you don't even realize these things. That's why the people that are focused on this channel, and you could write it in the comments, their everyday life has improved. You have to learn these things. I didn't know these things 7 years ago. I'm exponentially greater today than I was 7 years ago. I'm just sharing the truth. If you talked to me 7 years ago, I was on the journey, this and that. You could see my first video, 528 hertz frequency, the miracle tone. I'm a walking miracle right now, and so are you, and you will continue to be that miracle because there's no finish line to ascension. Some people that get into spirituality, it's the same that they're trying to use, this is the cool thing to do, right? And they get into it just like, but they're operating at the same, there's no quick ascension, you got to throw all these things out. You got to throw it all away. You got to go inside. Poet Records, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for the truth, brother. Again, I appreciate you. It's my honor to share the truth with the world, and I'm grateful for that super chat. Thank you, brother. I love you. So self-care at this time. These are the things that are important in life, I'm just sharing from my life. This is a window of time of self-care, maintenance, cleaning. Get your teeth cleaned, right? That's something that I did. All right, and again, when you are working on self-care, then in your life that's your energy. You are the embodiment of these things. You're the embodiment of improvement. This is how we actually manifest. We're all manifesting right now. You're the embodiment of improvement. Every aspect of life is improving. So important. And there's two versions of everything. I'm so grateful today. I get to sip on some delicious spiritual bean coffee from my brother Brian. I'm so grateful for the spiritual bean coffee from spiritualbeancoffee.com. I love you, brother. Thank you so much for this. I'm sipping on some delicious organic beans right now. You could go, and that's why I see a lot of gaslighting. People don't get it. There's two versions of everything. I could have this beautiful spiritual bean coffee right now, and it's going to affect my body a different way than, if I went and got like the cheap bargain brand coffee. I'm just using that as an example. So when you have a relationship, you could have one girl that could destroy you. You could have a girl that motivates you to be the king. Right? Do you understand the difference? Not everything is what it, you don't just put anything in your body. You don't, when it comes to food. I learned this with eggs. I had to do a better job with certain things. Everything's expensive nowadays. But I'd rather just have, maybe 3 very delicious, enriched eggs with all the nutrients in the eggs than some of these things. You crack them open, they're cheap, but they're pale inside. Why are these eggs so different? You could go to the store, it's $5-6 for a dozen of those delicious, wonderful eggs, but you could go and get that, the cheap brownie that I see them, it's on sale for $1.19. I believe they were made with eggs too. So you have all that and then just the egg that is used to make it is more expensive. So yeah, these are the things you have to look at. It's all about the frequency and what you're taking into the body. Anna, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. I love you very much. James, thank you so much for the super chat. I wonder, Mike, do you ever have experiences at night when you sleep that you don't discuss publicly, or experiences that are really hard to put into words? Thank you so much for the super chat. Vivid dreams, I've had a few that I've shared. There's a couple that I have, I'm saving for a very special time after our community goes ultra viral. I save the good things for later. I'm holding on to. I shared this year. I'm sharing some. Please click subscribe. We're headed to 1 million. I'm so grateful when you click subscribe. Click the like. Certain things. There are words that I always try to elaborate, because in the world we have the language, right? Energy is language. So there are things that we can't put into words. That's why you could have a love of your life. You could sit there quietly in each other's frequency. That's why you pick up on, and there's no words for these things. There's no words. So these are the things. I would say in recent times, I really haven't had any crazy vivid dreams in the course of my life. I have, especially after my pineal gland or third eye opened. After the ringing in the ears started. You could watch my full video. I discuss my ringing in the ears. You could check it out on the channel page. From that moment, I did have some interesting vivid dreams. I never forget those dreams. There's like 10 dreams that I've had that I just like how I know. You see how sharp I am? I know when I've had certain ascension symptoms, the time period, what I felt. This is how you have to be. Oh, Guru, oh, spiritual unicorn, please ascend for me. It's not going to happen. You have to be the captain of your own ship, right? That's why this channel, what I do here, I just keep going. The ups, the downs. You have to be the same. If other people outside yourself, if other people, that's the only way, you're not going to make it. And again, I give the tough things. I went through it. Tough times don't last, but tough light warriors do, and it will never change. That's why I'm still here, regardless of what has happened over the years. I'm still here. Do you see me still? Have you been here for 7 years? Do you get it? Know this very deeply. Numbers, all that doesn't define you. Inside this sacred heart is the only thing. What you do that's documented into the Akashic records. There's a lot of girls out there that are worried about their Instagram filters and putting it up and getting likes on Instagram. But actually, the only thing that actually, you could throw that out at the end. It's called the Akashic records. Don't worry about your photoshopped pictures, sweetheart. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Don't like it? Do better. You like that, Paul, right? You like that lion teach, right? It's true. Chat's blowing up. People love when I speak the truth. Some people call me daddy. It's just the truth, though. I'm also like I guess, because I'm a science nerd, I'm also like Sheldon Cooper. Do you remember Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory? That's me. It really is true. Just talk the truth. And some people, he says the quiet part out loud. So that's why we are, and that's where we're headed. The more that people have their spiritual senses on, and they're increasing, that's why when people can't hide anymore, they run. They start running. They're running for the hills. We're in a new frequency right now. People's clairs, people could see everything about me. I know it. How you doing? You're watching me from a distance. I appreciate you being here. If you can't, a wise man once said, put your life up on a billboard. If you can't put your life up on a billboard, you're going to struggle. We're all different backgrounds. The divine masculine, rise. The divine feminine, rise. And if you are still living the old ways, I can't help you. I could motivate you. I could be the lighthouse for you. I can't do it for you. You can't go inside someone else's body and ascend for them. You have to do the inner work. It's always going to be you. So that's why you're here, you're listening to this, but there's no one can do it for you. Look at that, 369 right on cue. The Tesla numbers, 369, 369. Look for it. It's the billboard life, Chris. Yeah. Now my life's on a billboard across all the continents. I'm on every continent right now. Isn't that amazing? Anyone that's getting this right now, you're going to be called to do this. Any different background. You could be a science teacher, and now you're the high commander. We all come from different colors, classes, and creeds. This is known as the Hopi prophecy. I recently just did a full video on that. Do not judge people by their labels. I see a lot of that. We're all one. When you hear we're all one, doesn't mean we're all the same. We're all one. And we're all responsible for our actions and deeds. It says that in the Hopi prophecy. Like that's where the spiritual narcissist comes into play. Oh, we're all one and I could do whatever and get away with it. No. If you look at the Hopi prophecy, the key words, and I reshared that when I recently revisited, I climbed to the top of the mountain with my brothers as the divine masculine rises. Actions and deeds. And I hope everyone writes that in the comments today. It's actions and deeds. Tonya, 144. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful. It's actions and deeds, bro. It's actions and deeds, modern woman. Also known as the Jezebel spirit. People select, oh, I like spirituality now. Now I don't like it. Do you get it? Actions and deeds. Actions and deeds. I love this spiritual bean coffee. It's tremendous. Your palate is going to change during this process, you know? Again, I had to do a better job years ago too. You have these things, has the chemicals in it, and when your palate changes, all of a sudden, you know, if you taste something or it has like those chemicals and refined things, your body's going to reject it, and you're going to feel it. Your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. So when you get your chakras online, when you're online, you're thinking clearly, you're feeling these things at a deep level. All these things, the nervous system. Neurotoxins. There's a lot of toxins in the world. That's why I'm constantly detoxing. Take my clean slate. It doesn't end. If we're on this journey, there's no finish line. We're prepared for 2020. Are you prepared for 2026? Doesn't mean that 2026 is the finish line. It's our next season. And every season that God puts us in, has a different theme. What was this year? Class, what was this year? Can someone tell Mr. D what this year was all about? Oh, you're on this right now. You're having a terrible time this year, I know. You got a lot of sadness, right? Because it was the dark night of the soul. This was 999. Your old life had to thoroughly, the last squeeze, the last drops out of it, die off. Dark night of the soul. Watch it. All the things I've been sharing. Very soon. Again, like these are the things I have to work on. And then I get like exhausted. I feel like I'm not productive. I have to put together the annual best of playlist. 2025 best of playlist. There's always new people to the channel. And usually what I do, I take the best, I do a daily video. So I have to sort through all these videos. I'm going to take the top 20 or 25 videos. I mean, I have to maybe go to 25 this year. And I'm going to put them in a playlist. And I'm going to share it with the community. You could connect on Patreon. And you could either connect, all you have to do is download the app. And I put posts up there. And that playlist, if anyone is new, that playlist will be ready for you. I'm going to make it nice and organized. 25 videos. We'll do. Should we do 20 or 25? Probably 25. Because there was so much to go. There were so many things this year that we had to really dive into, like the way that you lived when it came to your health, wellness, and then there's a couple of things there that had to go, had to change. We had to dive deep into those things. Your frequency, right? The way that your wealth was, right? A lot of people in spirituality are disconnected. Right? There's an actual world that we have to live through. Right? And that's why I mapped that out with world famous diagrams. I had a lot of diagrams this year. Okay, that's the answer. Regina writes 25 for 2025. So here on the Our Everyday Lives podcast, we are going to put together 25 of the best videos for 2025, the year we finally put an end to our old life. How's that? Is that good? Please put a like on this video. I appreciate that. All right, 25 for 25. That's the answer. See, this is how we work things out. We're live on the air. We get the answers. Akuli Tiwa, thank you so much. I hope I said it right. Thank you so much for the super chat. The 144 will soon be announced. I appreciate that. I'm so grateful. The 144, the frequency. Did you watch that? Sometimes I do a video. And people I know you just showed up to troll because I literally said it very crystal clearly and you literally said the opposite of what I said. Did you not even listen to what I said? Maybe you're a content creator like me and you see this behavior in the comment section as well. Let me know. I literally just said that. Did you not listen to my video? So again, this is where we are in the world. And that's why if you're getting this message, you wanna really be sharp at this time. You got to be sharper than ever before. One of the number one video on this channel, one of the talking points are in the modern world, everyone just lies about everything now. Do you agree with that? Are you out in the world? People just lie. Some people use AI and Photoshop filters and they can't be themselves. The age of deception. Watch my video, how to open the third eye. Open your third eye, bro. It's not cool to do it anymore. It's required. A lot of people love that video because it's true. Like years ago, I used to go on the internet and say, oh, I'm gonna open my third eye. I'm gonna have a spiritual awakening. It's cool, bro. Now it's required to open your third eye. Otherwise, you're gonna be lost. Right? And that's why we're being bombarded with these things. And you have a lot of activations in the crown, third eye, right? The higher chakras, the lower chakras, all the things I discuss on the channel, root chakra, fight or flight, survival. Got pain in your lower back, bro, sis, right? You had to support yourself, right? We all had to go through it. So this is why we take these hits. taken a major hit, solar plexus. That's your worthiness. A lot of people took hits in the solar plexus area. So this is where we are, and we are changing at a very deep level. Thank you again. I appreciate that, Aquila. When the dead shall rise, you will see. Prophet Kim Clement. Yeah, I hear a lot of those things. A lot of interesting things have been said in the past. I heard some of his work. I shared earlier, Dolores Cannon. They all talked about this time period, and you see the synchronicities. So anyway, we know, like, there's no denying it. People could still, okay, ready? There are people in this world that think we're going back to pre-2020. Do you see these behaviors? If you're getting this and you realize, you're going to have to realize we aren't going back to pre-2020. We are moving forward. I get the changes are hard. I get it. But whatever was previously is finished. And if you're still doing things that were pre-2020, you're going to fail. I reflect on my life, okay? If I was doing things that I was still doing 7 years ago, that would not be good. So I was preemptive. That's why, what's the key word today? Prepare. It's not a scary thing. It's not gloom and doom. I'm just telling you the truth. People will twist the word. Everyone's writing prepare. Everyone's writing the preparation to accept. Everyone's praying over this video. Send it out to people that need to hear it. Okay, it's not a fear-mongering thing. Prepare, preparation to accept. I've been preparing for 7 years, bro. 777, the rise. Brandy, thank you so much for that super chat. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thankful for you, Uncle Mike. Perfect. I appreciate you, Brandy. I love you. Thank you so much for that. I'm grateful for the community support. I'm so grateful for everyone being here today. Let us know in the comments if you're experiencing these strange symptoms. They're part of our everyday life now. It's the ascension journey, because we're not going backwards. We're moving forward. Check out yesterday's video on the nervous system. That is the answer. All right. And let me know if you like my videos when I break out the whiteboard. All right. I've done a few of those this year, and maybe we'll make the whiteboard more of a staple going into 2026. This is where we are. Okay. Reset Our Body for Optimal Health is in the Ascension Guide 101 playlist. Heart chakra activation, the truth about it is there. It's waiting for you. I'm a documentary. There's going to be books written about this in the future, guys. It's going to be written about us. Come on, bro. Come on, sis. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. Get it through your skull. Embody it. Walk it. Hit the lions in the chat. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. And when you live this way, then your life changes. It's the embodiment. It's all stuff I talk about on the channel. You want to manifest a new life? Embodiment. So I talked about a lot of videos that I've shared recently for anyone that's new. And all you need to do really is hit me the little circle with my face, pull up the channel page, go to the first playlist, and just explore the first playlist. I have everything that's recent all today, all there in a nice, beautiful package. We're going to do 25 for 25, the best 25 videos of 2025. Maybe we'll vote for the then we'll go to the top 5. We'll do the top 5. So I appreciate all of you. I love you. Growing on Facebook every day. Hit me up on Facebook. I love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you guys. Bye for now.